Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Morning Eggnog. My name is James Font, and with me, as always, Caleb Font.
Good morning, everybody.
Today's topics are rich people and what they totally buy.
Or not buy.
Yeah, you know. So I was just doing my tiny, small little bit of research.
Ooh, lovely.
And I was also listening to the radio and listening to other people. And they were talking about the richest man in the world.
Who is?
And it used to be Bill Gates with $90 billion.
Only
$90 billion. Then the owner, I believe just the CEO of Amazon. No, he's the owner. Jeff Bezos launched the retail giant back in 1994.
Is it really that long ago?
Mm-hmm. And
Was it online then, or was it something different?
It says retail. And it was intended for online book retailer, but it quickly grew from an operation in Bezos' garage into the world's largest online shopping retailer that is currently worth... Guess how much Amazon is worth, Caleb?
230 billion.
430.
No, I'm off by a couple.
Just 2 billion, you know.
Just 200.
Yeah.
200 billion.
Yeah, you know. Jeff Bezos, according to this one article that was made June 2018, so actually it's really old, he's worth more than this now, is worth $112 billion himself.
$112 billion.
$112 billion, which actually is not accurate anymore, I don't believe. I think he's worth like 150 now. Then it's just a list of old white dudes.
Yep, all white.
Except for Zuckerberg, who freaking Zuckerberg is worth so much stinking, I think 70 billion, something stupid like that.
A young white man.
Yes. But the thing that they totally buy with all of their money is Supreme products.
I looked that up and I was like, who in the world? There's got to be somebody who would buy these items.
I'll put a link in the description, but here are the 29 rare Supreme items that only hardcore collectors actually own.
So says Supreme.
According to 95106capitalfm.com.
Whoever you are.
Exactly. All right, so you can get the red, regular, old Supreme
Toolbox.
It was made in 2014 for only $600. You can get the Supreme cordless floodlight.
No, wait, just hold on that. Okay, so this toolbox is
just
not
it's a regular metal, like old school.
Yeah, so it's literally like 18 inches by 8 inches by 8 inches. So that is it.
It's very small.
$600.
Well, you can get the Supreme sled made back in 2017 for the low cost of $100.
And they went to Dollar Tree, bought it, slapped a tag on it.
And see, the problem with Supreme is I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it because it's fantastic marketing, and the history behind it's kind of interesting if you ever want to look that up. But it's just, I think someone decided to put a label on something and make it high class.
I think you're right. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at the people buying it.
All right. The most, I will save that for last. You can get the Supreme Sand Timer for $150. That was made back in 2015.
1915 sounds better.
It does. You can get the Supreme X Braun Calculator for only $150. You can get this. You can get the Supreme Stash Bible.
Yep. And they've got thousands of dollars in $100 bills in it.
Yep, it says
that and cash not included.
Cash not included. It says New Testament, and then below it says Supreme with a cross on it, and it's $150.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is the bolt cutters. They're just regular old red bolt cutters that say Supreme on them, selling for $350.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You can get the Supreme harmonica for $220. And if you want some protection for yourself, you can get the Supreme nunchucks.
Oh, I thought that was going in a different direction.
No. Not sexual protection. And if you want
nunchucks
to beat off all the women with, because
if you need protection for yourself, nunchucks.
Or if you need to really get those nails in, as you're a construction worker, you really want to flaunt all your money from your drug dealer life, you can get the Supreme Hammer, made back in 2012.
Which no self-respecting man would ever use this hammer.
It's not completely not manly. It's just a Supreme Hammer.
It looks like a tomahawk handle with a tiny little hammerhead on it.
Yeah, it's $225 though, so you can flex your hammer stuff.
Yeah, build your muscles with Supreme Hammer.
Then you can get the Supreme Fire Extinguisher for the low cost of $999.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the best thing about this, the absolute best thing, the Supreme Brick for $1,000. Now,
oh my goodness.
it's a brick.
It's a brick.
It's a brick that they stamped the word Supreme in.
Yep.
Now, that was my favorite one because it's the dumbest, and you can't. It's literally a display piece or paperweight that costs a lot of money.
You could probably buy something in gold that would be close to the same size, I'd think.
Sure,
maybe silver.
So,
as a musician, though,
the most expensive thing you can buy. I mean,
yes, it's this guitar.
It's this guitar. It's a guitar.
The most gaudiest machine.
It's completely white.
Musical instrument of all time.
It's completely white.
Completely white, except for the Fender lettering in the top and the little tiny red Supreme between the pickups.
And it is at the low cost. You can have this beautiful guitar for $10,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
I could have two of my cars for the same price as this guitar.
Isn't that depressing?
So if I slap a Supreme sticker onto your Chevy Cruze,
there we go. Sell it for double what you got it for.
Oh no.
Triple.
No.
100,000.
At least 5 times more.
True.
Because this guitar is maybe worth, I'm guessing, $3,000. Anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000.
Because guitars, I mean,
a good Fender is worth money.
I actually went to Virginia with my family. Not my family. I went to Virginia with my wife and her sister and
your outlaw side of the family.
Yeah, the outlaw side. And we went to her uncle's house, and he just drove us around the countryside in Virginia, and he showed us his cows. He has cows, and he rents a bull. And it's pretty cool, and he went around, and then we just randomly stopped at his dad's house. I think it's a Sunday, or I don't remember. Maybe it's a Monday. It's a weird day of the week because we're on vacation, so I don't really know what day it is. And we stop at his dad's house, and his dad builds guitars.
Builds guitars.
Oh,
that is
guitars.
Awesome. Okay.
And he went through the whole process with us. He went through the whole process with us, and it was really neat to show how he built guitars. And then he was talking about he had some really, really, really unique guitars that no one can ever build ever again because he got it off of a specific tree.
And specific tree that the tree is dead?
Yeah, the tree's dead. But it's the way it looks, it can never be replicated.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's with any wood.
Yeah.
But this must be like a really specific...
Well, like the design of it, I should say. It was just really cool. And he had people say that he should sell them for like $10,000 or $15,000, and I think he got a couple offers for really high prices like that, like $5,000 or $10,000 for them.
That is crazy.
But he went through the whole process with us, and then he showed us his back pile of wood that he has, and he has a barn like a quarter full of wood for making guitars.
It is actually
so guitars are worth a lot of money, but this one is not.
No.
Worth $10,000.
No, it's not worth $10,000. And you're probably talking about mainly acoustic guitars would be my guess.
Mainly, yeah.
And acoustic guitars are a little more difficult to put together. You have to know what you're doing with sound and all that. So that is incredible that he makes those.
Yeah, and I will put a link to his shop. I believe he has an online shop down in the description below.
Oh, really? You should have told me this. I would have totally gone and looked because I love guitars like that.
This just came out of nowhere.
I could never afford it, but I like looking at guitars like that. I remember we actually went, I'm homeschooled, so yay. But we went down to, I don't know, it was somewhere down like around Columbus, where they had a homeschool event where you actually competed against other homeschoolers.
Because we didn't have regular, going to school social events, so they had to set up specific events for us.
Yeah, to interact with other human beings.
Other than our mom and our siblings.
Exactly. So we went down there, and so it was like, music, band, but then they also had like crafts and things like that. And there was like a 17-year-old kid that made his own acoustic guitar.
That's amazing.
A legit, beautiful acoustic guitar. And I'm like, this is amazing. Dude, you're awesome. You should keep doing this. So I don't know what he's doing now. Maybe he's into makeup or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty awesome back in the day.
Because how do you bend wood like that? You got to learn how to bend wood. Got to be a wood bender.
I thought you said bend wind.
Yeah, you got to bend wind. You got to be a wind bender. Also known as an airbender.
I was going to say.
And the live-action movie of the airbender is garbage.
Well, that's actually why they're coming out with the next Netflix series.
That's good. Is it going to be live action?
No, it's actually, yes.
That's going to be
I'm
terrible
confused.
then.
What is live action?
Real people.
Real people. Then yes.
I've heard, anyways.
I think it's going to be good because it's actually the original creators are actually directing it. And so I think the possibility of it being good is there.
Gotcha.
Because they just have fantastic sense of humor. They really do.
See, Caleb has been trying to get me to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender for a very long time, and I refused because literally no reason.
Just because he's James and can.
I mean, it's not that I'm refusing, it's that I just don't make time for it.
Yeah, I mean, I gave him a movie a little while back, and I'm pretty
I
sure
still have it, and I haven't watched it.
It's The Three Amigos, people. The Three Amigos. He's never seen it.
Maybe we'll watch it not tonight because I have to record another podcast.
See, James, you're just making up excuses now not to watch The Three Amigos.
Maybe we'll watch it tomorrow because tomorrow's my birthday. No, not tomorrow.
Tomorrow's your birthday?
Wednesday's my birthday.
Wednesday's your birthday.
January 9th is my birthday.
January 9th.
Send me stuff.
James likes stuff. So we were, my wife and I were watching Tailspin with the kids yesterday. And I was like, yeah, this is a fun show. You can only watch about 2 episodes, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so tacky. But, for those 2 episodes, you're like, oh, this is kind of fun. But anyway, so we were watching one with Baloo, and he gets amnesia. He gets his head hit and gets amnesia. They decide, we're going to put him in a plane so he hopefully remembers how to fly. I'm glad
that's how that works.
That's how that works. Let's put this person in a plane, and hopefully he learns to fly before we all die.
It's like, all right, so we have this professional knife thrower. He lost his memory, so we're going to put this lady on this spinning wheel and have him chuck knives at it to see if he remembers how to chuck knives.
Exactly. And so they're like, okay, so we're doing this. So he flies into a thunderstorm, of course. Classic,
as
classic
cartoons.
Tailspin. And the other 2 bail out. And somehow Baloo doesn't make it, and he wrecks on this strange desert place. And the person that finds him is this old guy, and he helps him basically find his memory back. But I was listening to his voice, and I'm like, this dude sounds so familiar. I'm like, I think this is John Avery Whitaker. From Odyssey.
Adventures in Odyssey.
Yes, I'm like, honey, I really think that is John Avery Whitaker. And she goes, oh, like that he would ever be on Tailspin. And so we kept watching, and, we were like, oh, we'll just look at the names at the end. And then this turtle came on, and this Dr. Turtle. Anyways, and my wife goes, honey, I think that's Jack Allen from Adventures in Odyssey. And I'm like, oh, this is too weird. This is just too weird. So we get to the end, and we look at him up, and sure enough, it is the character that plays Jack Allen and the character that plays John Avery Whitaker on Adventures in Odyssey on Tailspin back in 1991 or 2.
And see, if you're a true dedicated homeschooler, you definitely listen to Adventures in Odyssey. If you didn't, then you're not a real homeschooler.
Yeah, you're not a homeschooler.
Actually, I know someone who was homeschooled, and I made an Adventure in Odyssey reference, and they didn't get it. And they said, no, we were bad homeschoolers, and we didn't listen to that.
Oh, it was really funny. We were hanging out with some friends back, and we were watching Hissies, How It Should Have Ended.
Fantastic.
And so we were watching a couple, and we were like, oh, you got to watch the Harry Potter one. It is stinking hilarious. So we're watching it, and everybody's just kind of like, ha, 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 ha. The laugh, like, I have no idea what's going on right now, but I'm going to laugh because I think it's funny. And we're like, has anybody here actually have ever seen Harry Potter or read the books? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh my goodness. What the world, people?
I've still never seen it.
You've never seen the movies?
No. I've never listened to the books.
James. James.
That was another homeschooler thing. Either you did it because you were rebelling against your parents. Your parents were cool and let you do it, so you have really good memories of that. Or your parents wouldn't let you and you just didn't. And then you just didn't in real life. Real life? Adult life.
Oh, James.
I know. I need to get the books on. I need to listen to the books first so I can be angry at the movies.
Exactly. Or even better, just watch the movies first, so that way you're not angry at them until after you listen to the books.
Okay, I'll do that.
Because the movies are easy watching.
Okay.
They are well done. They're well produced. Most of them.
Maybe we could watch them over a month and a half.
Over a month and a half, and then what?
No, like we watch them over, like you show up every week and we watch them.
I don't know if my wife would allow me
I come to
do
your
that.
house and we watch them at bedtime.
I know, but you have a better TV. I have a... It's gotta
Marty
be...
cannot come here, can't she? Because she has to watch her kids. Shoot.
We could bring the kids.
I mean, if you want.
I don't think that would work out well.
My house is not kid-proof.
And my kids aren't kid-proof, so it's crazy.
I know, they just kill each other.
They break themselves.
So no, yeah, I never watched Harry Potter, and Caleb and my friends the Whitlocks have been giving me lots of crap for it.
Yeah, the truth was my mom was like, she was also in that group of
It's witchcraft, it's evil.
Exactly.
Which, I mean, technically real witchcraft is evil.
Yeah, it is. But this is more like, it's just a book. You can tell it's just a story.
Yeah.
It's not like there's demons popping out and things like that.
Tube full of demons.
Tomb full of demons. But anyways, yeah, so my mom was a part of that group, and she was cool enough to be like, you can read it yourselves. I just don't want to hear it. I'm like, okie dokie, mommy.
I know my sister listened to all the books, I believe, and watched all the movies. I just didn't care enough. Like, I didn't watch The Lord of the Rings till 3 or 4 years ago.
Which is like almost the Bible for homeschool guys.
Yeah, because I don't know. I was actually really too young when they came out. I think I was very young. I was born in 97, so
yeah, and I think they came out in 2001.
they were very.
Was the first
I was
movie.
still too young to watch them at that time, and then I just never got around to them because I'm not really a movie watcher. I really don't care about movies as much as I do video games or anything. I like more interactive things.
That's true. I guess if you're kind of more on that basis of you prefer to watch, there's people that like to play video games and those that like to watch movies, and then there's those that do both.
Yep, that's actually how I watch a lot of movies. I will play kind of a chill game with the movie in the background, and I can actually get the full movie because I can multitask sometimes.
I cannot. I'm either focused on the game or I'm focused on the movie. I cannot do both.
Because my mom would get real mad at me. She would read me books, and I would hum. And my mom would read me books, and I would play with Legos while she wouldn't read me a book. And then I would start humming. And she said, okay, James, I can't deal with that because I really don't think you're paying attention. And then I would tell her everything that just happened in the book. And she's like, well, I don't even remember that. And then she'd have to go back and reread it.
to make sure that you
to make sure that, and then it was funny. And she's like, okay, you're not allowed to hum. So that's what I do with movies is I will sometimes actually hum, play video games, chew gum, and watch a movie at the same time and know what's going on, mostly.
Oh, congratulations, James. You're odd.
I also do that while I'm driving. No.
Speaking of Legos.
I've killed 7 kids.
What?
I mean grandmas.
Grandmas?
Anyways.
He went from children to grandmas. He's just killed 14 people with his vehicle.
Pretty much.
Whoa. Sorry,
Weird
people.
speed bumps.
Kind of crunchy. Anyways.
That was awful.
Legos. So James actually, for some reason, one of his magazines showed up at my house, and it was a Lego magazine. Because we actually live in the same town, and our boxes aren't too far away from each other, so they make a mistake every now and then to...
Because our last names are the same.
Yeah, our last names are the same.
And they're also super anal if you don't put your box number on your packages.
Oh, we've already berated them, so we'll leave them in peace for now. Anyways, my daughters absolutely loved that magazine. So they're like, oh, Daddy, can I read the magazine? I'm like, yes, but first you have to wash your hands because I don't want it to get all sticky. And so,
I like how this is a commodity in your house, like a magazine.
It is. Well, we don't have magazines at
Why
the
don't you
house.
get Lego magazine? You can sign one of the girls up.
Because I don't even know. Does it cost money?
No, it's free.
It's free.
Yeah,
Probably
just sign up Annabeth as for a free Lego magazine.
I really should, because I think they would just absolutely. But still, so it's really funny.
This is the Lego.
Couch.
This is the holy grail of Lego magazines.
Oh my
This is
gosh,
the Lego.
yeah.
This is the Lego catalog, which only came, I think, once a month or once every 2 months or something like that, because it didn't come every week or
Yeah.
every whatever. I forget the period that Lego magazines come, because I haven't gotten them in for years. Because you did the Lego Club magazine, and those were kind of cool to me, but not really, because I like seeing how much stuff costs. And
Yeah.
so they would just show like, oh, this is a cool Lego set, but they wouldn't tell you how much it cost. And then the Lego catalog would come, and it's just chocked full of all the Lego sets you definitely couldn't have because of what
yes.
Caleb's about to say.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with we were talking about Harry Potter. So they actually have a full Hogwarts or very close to set.
Yeah.
The grounds, everything, about $400.
Oh, that's not horrible.
It's
for
not-
as big as and extensive as I'm assuming this is.
It is. It's big. It's very.
Do you remember
extensive.
how many pieces it is?
A lot. It is huge. It is a
Yep.
big set. So that one is, legit. Yeah, I mean, if you're a collector or something, that'd be worth it. But there's the Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon.
I
The
read-
aluminum Falcon.
The aluminum. Anyways,
The aluminum Falcon.
The aluminum.
The aluminium Falcon.
The aluminium Falcon.
Anyways, the ultimate Falcon.
Anyways, besides the point. So it's scaled to size. I think it's like 1/10.
So you can walk around in it, Caleb. Oh, sorry, wrong scaling.
Wrong scaling. What?
Scaled to humans. Never mind.
Scaled to human size? No, you got to go to Disney World for that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in just
There's
a
a
second.
Bugatti they made that's real and runs off of Lego motors.
A Bugatti.
A Bugatti. It can go 12 miles an hour. It's made completely out of Legos.
I hope they super glued that sucker together.
I'm assuming.
Oh,
Anyways.
they make a corner and everything. Ah, crap! Not again. We hope you signed the waiver before you jumped on this machine.
Yep.
Anyways, so the Millennium Falcon, scale size, whatever, blah blah blah. I believe it was $799 for this.
Now, real quick. How much do you think that was Star Wars money?
Oh, I'm guessing at least $200.
Because Legos do cost a lot just in general.
Yeah,
But $800.
$800.
Now, I remember back in the day, and they still make it, I believe, but it was huge because I saw a box of it in Toys R Us or something one time. The Death Star, the scale, well, it wasn't quite scaled to size, but it had like all the stories that you know from the Death Star on it.
Yeah.
So it came with a ton of minifigures. It came with, I think it was like 5,000 pieces or something stupid.
It was still in there.
Yeah, and it's what, $600?
Yeah, $600.
And it's because I've seen the box for it. I'm trying to think of something to scale it to. It's massive. It's as big as a small couch.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of pieces, a lot of interesting. I mean, they're pretty cool.
I think I've seen one built somewhere at someone's house or something.
I also think they're also collector's items, which makes them more expensive.
Oh yeah, that's what like most Star Wars action figures are now.
Collector's items.
Yep.
Yeah.
I played with my Star Wars action figures.
Did you?
I did. I played with them a lot and broke a lot of them. And my friend Sam and I would mod our action figures that we didn't care as much about. Well, he would mod his. I never modded mine, but like he would get hot wire and like burn battle scars into their armor and draw on them. The thing is, he's actually an artist, so it looked pretty decent when he would draw on them because he actually got me a pink Fallout guy. Fallout. Wow, I sound so newish. It was pink. It was a pink Fallout character, and he painted it to look realistic. And I'll show you after this. It's amazing.
I'd love to see it.
So,
All right. So Star Wars. We're going back to the Millennium Falcon.
The Aluminum Falcon. Sorry.
He's going to keep doing that, and it's going to totally make me want to say it. Disney World has created a brand new section. Of course, they bought out George Lucas. They bought him out.
And then Marvel.
Lucasfilms, excuse me, and Marvel. They're
No,
buying.
Marvel bought them out.
Marvel bought who?
Marvel bought Lucasfilms.
But aren't they owned by Disney?
I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Anyways, I'm going to cut all this out. I'm an idiot and said the wrong thing.
I'm going, wait a second. Anyways, so Disney World has created a planet atmosphere of a Star Wars location.
Wow.
With a cantina, spaceships, everything, including a full-scale size Millennium Falcon.
What?
Full-size replica of a Millennium Falcon.
What?
Yes, legit. So you can literally walk around the Millennium Falcon.
Can you play that weird chess game?
I think it's there. I don't know if you can play it, but it's there. And then you can actually go into the cockpit. I imagine the line for that is going to be ridiculous.
Oh, I bet it's going to be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. So this is actually just coming out or just being created, and so people can start entering in really soon. But the scale, the price to go into Disney World has gone up drastically. I haven't looked at it yet, but they're like, it's astronomically more expensive now to go into Disney World now that they're getting this set up.
Well, they have to pay all those licenses.
Oh, not to mention, I think they spent upwards of several $100 million on this project.
Oh, yeah. Well, I forget on the Christian spectrum of this. Hang on, while I look this up.
Why does everybody go to
Because it's
Jeopardy?
the regular waiting song. No, shut up.
Isn't it amazing how something...
How much did the life-size Ark cost?
how Jeopardy can become like the namesake.
That's not what I freaking asked, you stupid thing.
No, be nice.
Shut up!
And now Olivia's going to come storming in.
I have the fan on. She shouldn't hear us. How much did the Ark cost to build?
Hey, Noah, how much did it cost to build the Ark? Shut up. I don't even want to think about it. I have so many splinters.
All right, so on the Christian side of this, there's a guy, Ken Davis. Ken Davis?
It's not
Ken Ham.
Ken Ham.
So there's a guy, Ken Ham,
I'd really...
who... Ken Davis. He's a Christian comedian. He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
According to this, the total building cost of the Ark was $13 million.
Yeah.
$11 million cost to build itself, and it was 75% federal funds. Anyways, insane. Anyways, it was crazy. So $11 million. Let's see how much the aluminum Falcon cost.
Yeah. So
Shut up.
do you want to know how much the Millennium Falcon itself was built, or the whole entire park? Because it's
How much did the Millennium Falcon cost to build at Disney? Shortlist.com. Anyways, I don't know. I can't find it. It didn't come up.
Well, we can look at it, next week.
Anyways, it went up astronomically.
Yeah, it went up astronomically. We'll give you guys more details at our next podcast, because we don't have it right now in front of us. But I've been seeing it popping up on my news feed, so I thought, this is interesting. So yeah.
So that's what rich people buy. The thing is, I don't know who owns Disney, but they are probably one of the most. They're probably one of the richest companies. They are one of the richest companies in the world, because all their movies make over $1 billion.
Most of them do, yeah.
Pretty much.
They have a couple of those cruddy movies.
Let me rephrase that. All their Marvel movies make over $1 billion. Who gives a crap about their other movies?
Well,
very few people.
We actually my wife and I wanted to go see Wreck-It Ralph, the second one. And we were looking around, and it's only been a month out,
Yeah.
and it's gone.
what?
Like, there's only one place that plays it like once or twice a week now.
Yeah, people didn't like it.
I'm like, what happened? Where did that go? Why did it die so quickly? It must have been very bad.
It must have been.
Anyways.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Be sure to check us out on Instagram for updates and pictures. Morning Eggnog on Instagram. We are on iTunes, Google Play, and on Podbean, which is our RSS source. It's our hosting site. So, everyone have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.
See ya.